Alright, bitches, so we're on to episode 42 of Dragon Ball Super, and this episode is called A Tumultuous Victory Celebration, facing off at last, Monaka versus Son Goku. Alright, so this episode picks up with Whis and Beerus. They're at, on Beerus's planet at the castle, and they're talking to Bulma through Whis' staff. And Bulma is telling them that there is going to be a victory celebration party the next day, and that they're invited, and Bulma would also like them to bring Monaka along. Now, Beerus and Whis, hang up the call or whatever through Beerus' staff, which doubles as his cell phone, apparently. And they begin discussing, Beerus' lie, because, obviously, Monaka is not, some super powerful fighter. It's just someone who Beerus made up to be, a ghost for Goku to chase, essentially. Extra motivation for training, an extra, person for Goku to chase after, to fight with. So Beerus wants to maintain this lie, and, Whis is kind of teasing Beerus for lying. But Beerus kind of tells him, Monaka was busy with work, so that's why he can't come, right? And Whis is like, yes, of course, of course. So then it cuts to the party where everyone is having fun, and there's some dialogue thrown around to show that Bulma isn't going to let what happened at her birthday, repeat, so that food won't run out if Boo goes crazy eating it and Beerus won't get pissed off or anything like that. Now at that moment, a spaceship comes in, and it's pretty clear that it's the same one that Monaka left in the last episode. And it's very clear that, this is going to be Monaka. And Jacko actually goes over and he's like, I ordered the universe's best sweets in order to help us celebrate this grand occasion. And of course, Monaka gets out, and he's a delivery driver for, this, sweets or candy company in the universe. So here we go. We're going to get into some real filler bullshit coming up. Now, Mr. Satan runs over to him, and he talks about how he had set up, he wanted to sign Monaka to a contract to be the image for his gym since Monaka's so powerful. And out comes Miss Pisa in the Monaka costume. Of course, Miss Pisa was the filler character who was in the Cell Game saga, and she's shown up a couple times briefly here in Dragon Ball Super as well. And, she's got this costume on. And, Trunks and Goten, they want to get to the candy, and they accidentally, knock Monaka over. And Monaka, hits a table and starts crying. And very quickly, everyone sort of pieces it together, oh shit, Monaka is actually very weak. Then it's, of course, right then where Beerus and Whis touch down. And, they see Monaka's here, and Beerus is like, what the fuck? Why is Monaka here? And, they sort of start talking about it, and everyone is clued in about how, Monaka is actually not powerful. It was just used to motivate Goku and whatnot. And Vegeta understands this and tells that to Bulma, who Vegeta wants Bulma to watch her tone when talking to Beerus. And of course, right as this is happening, Beerus is demanding that everyone keep this a secret from Goku so that he'll have something to continue training for. And Whis even, confirms this and says, the other gods of destructions for the other universes are quite rowdy. Who knows what could happen in this upcoming tournament. So they'll need Goku to be, just absolute max powerful, as strong as he can possibly become. And having Monaka around is going to be just that much extra motivation for Goku. Then, of course, Goku, instant transmissions in and sees Monaka, and he's like, oh, Monaka, let's fight, let's fight, let's fight. And Chi-Chi runs over because Goku is in his, farmer's outfit and tells him, get out of those dirty clothes quickly. And Goku's like, all right. And he, flies back home, I guess, to change into his outfit. Because I should note that Vegeta is in his normal outfit. He doesn't have on his, Resurrection of Frieza outfit. And of course, that's the same one that he was wearing during the tournament. I do have to say, I actually like that one better than his current outfit. it's a shame that he's not in that anymore, because I'd rather he be in that, spiffy new outfit than just the same boring, design we've seen since the Cell game. Or Cell Saga. So Goku arrives back, and, like, he wants to fight Monaka so bad. So Beerus tells him, if you do 100 trillion sit-ups, I'll let you fight Monaka. And of course, Goku goes over and starts doing these sit-ups, like, at an impossible rate. And they realize that they're going to have to do something in order to try and trick Goku. And, like, they sort of come to the idea that, like, if they have Beerus wear this costume, that, they can have Beerus fight Goku, and Goku will be satisfied and think that, Monaka is super powerful. Now, Beerus is hesitant to jump in this costume, since he's a god of destruction. And Whis kind of says, like, you reap what you sow. And Goku finishes the 100 trillion sit-ups, and there's a lot of back and forth and banter and bullshit. But Goku just grabs Monaka, and he's like, all right, come on, let's go fight. And he grabs him and starts, like, looking for a place where they can fight without destroying stuff. And so now it's time for everyone else to kind of, get involved. And what happens is Tien has Chaozu use Chaozu's telekinesis to kind of paralyze Goku so that, like, Beerus can get the costume on and start fighting Goku. Of course, this is a throwback to early Dragon Ball. One of the last times, Chaozu used this, really, was, like, back in Dragon Ball during one of the world tournaments, when Chaozu would use this telekinesis to kind of put a hold on people, and Krillin beat Chaozu by getting Chaozu to try and count with his hands. But again, that was not Dragon Ball Z, essentially, but Dragon Ball. I mean, I guess Chaozu might have used it during his battle with Goldo, or some form of this telekinesis, or maybe even during the fight with Nappa, but this is a real throwback to original Dragon Ball. But that doesn't work. Goku obviously powers right through it. So then Krillin runs in and does the solar flare, which causes Goku to temporarily become blinded so that they can go hide Monaka, and Beerus gets in the suit. And then, Goku is still looking for a place where they can fight. And Bulma kind of, talks to Beerus in the Monaka costume and is, like, telling him, like, if Goku isn't able to continue this motivation, his power will suffer, and then the king of everything will be very disappointed when he sees Goku's performance in the next tournament. So then Monaka, Beerus dressed as Monaka races in, and him and Goku start fighting. And it actually is a pretty interesting fight. And of course, Goku is now wearing his traditional fighting gi, just like Vegeta's wearing his traditional outfit. So it's a real shame that neither of them have their, new outfits, which I actually prefer to their old ones. But, oh well, what can you do? Now, as Beerus and Goku are fighting, as you can expect, the costume Beerus is fighting in slowly kind of gets destroyed. And so this leads to, like, a funny moment where Vegeta and Piccolo jump up, and they're like, it seems Monaka has the ability to manipulate people. And they're, like, doing, like, really bad acting. And Piccolo's like, oh, my hand is extending by itself. Like, and he's attacking Goku. This shit is hilarious. But this allows Monaka a little time to kind of fix his costume. And then he tosses Vegeta and Piccolo away. And, like, him and Goku, like, they really start fighting for, like, a couple minutes. And it's actually a really solid fight. Until finally they start getting too excitable, and their, fighting is actually going to start doing some damage to the planet and, West City itself. So Whis jumps in and stops the fight and says, Beerus, Sama, asks that you guys stop fighting now. And they look down, and Puar has actually transformed into Beerus. Of course, Puar and Oolong have the ability to shapeshift into anything that they want. But again, that's an ability that hasn't been showcased since Dragon Ball, so some people might not be too keen on what some of these characters are able to do, since they had almost no screen time in Dragon Ball Z. Now, of course, when they get down there, Yamcha opens his big fucking mouth, like usual, fucking Yamcha, and goes, yeah, you guys, your fight was so crazy that Monaka passed out. and like they look over and Monaka is passed out, similar to what happened during the Universe 7 versus Universe 6 tournament, and everyone is like glaring at Yamcha, and you see Beerus like powers up and he's really pissed, and Vegeta like starts getting worried, like, oh shit, Beerus is about to destroy the planet. It's come to this again. We're gonna have to protect the planet. Oh no. And then Goku is kind of like, oh, Monaka, you're able to split your body just like Boo. You're so impressive. Wow, the fighting really made me hungry. And then Goku goes off to go get food. And it's like, okay, well, this was certainly a filler episode. But some of these moments did have me laughing. But still, like this, you want to talk about a ridiculous premise for an episode? This certainly would count. And just in case they think that you're a fucking idiot and you don't know, it kind of like, fades to black after like Goku walks away and they're like, yeah, we're going out to eat. And then it cuts back just for a little bit and it shows, Poir transformed into Beerus, transformed back into Poir. Just, obviously, they threw that in there for anyone who hasn't been keeping up with original Dragon Ball and wasn't too sure with what Poir and Oolong could do. But I was like, oh, come on. That shit's not necessary for me. Of course, I am a Dragon Ball fanatic. I have all of that shit on my DVD rack up there. All of those, the boxes or the bricks, whatever you want to call them. And that's pretty much how the episode ends. It's a filler episode, but you know what? It could have been worse. Although I do have to say, the animation in this episode was quite good compared to some of the badly animated, episodes of the past. And of course, again, like, you guys remember I had said that, if you guys are going to be doing filler episodes, and also some episodes are going to be animated poorly, make the filler episodes be the ones that are animated poorly. Damn it. Also, I do have to mention, they did say that Gohan was, working and, should be here later tonight. But this points something out that Gohan has not actually appeared in an episode since, was that episode 30? Was the last time we saw Gohan? That's quite a while because he wasn't, among the spectators at the tournament. So, shit. And then in the preview for the next episode, looks like we got more filler coming. It's alright, I'm sure we'll have a couple of filler episodes before they get on to whatever next story arc they're going to do. And it looks like Goku is going to be taking care of Pan for a little bit, and we also see some shots of Pilaf, so it's like, oh boy, here we go.